So we started out this week by going to our first camping trip of the year. We went up to Little Arrow in Townsend, Tennessee for her parents' anniversary. And
25th anniversary.
25th anniversary. And Moose is over here. He had a great time camping. He loved it. Loved all the people and little kids running around. He's definitely growing. He's about 40 pounds now, I guess.
I'd say close to it.
Yeah, because the last time we weighed him was earlier in the week, and he's 38, so he's probably close to 40 now. He's getting big. He's actually doing pretty good. He's behaving good.
He's waking us up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, he's not been.
Well, not middle of the night, like morning.
Yeah, like
5 o'clock.
5 to 7 o'clock every day, every morning. But there's some bad news for this week too. If we show you our chicken flock, there's a few missing. Come here, chickens.
Moose, I don't want you to go in there. You get in the chicken coop.
He shouldn't if he don't go inside.
He does.
Yeah.
He smells
Hey,
like
chickens.
chicken poop.
So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 now. We started with 12. So we've lost 3 this week. And the first time we lost, or the first day we lost one, I put their feed and water out here on a pallet, out here in the open, and one of them got gone. And then the next day I put it back up thinking a hawk or something got them while they was eating. And then a couple days later, 2 of them got gone. So I don't know if it's a hawk or if they were getting out or not, but they were getting out on, this piece of wood here was right here going up, like ramping up to the side of this post, and they were climbing up it and getting up here and getting out. So I don't know if they got out and they got lost or a dog or something got them or what, but we're down 3 chickens. We lost 2 barred rock and 1 Americana, and Americana was the friendliest one, so we lost her. We got all the Rhode Island Red still. There's our whole chicken flock now. That's kind of sad, but I guess that's part of being a new chicken owner. For their feed and water, I have a new 1 gallon bucket, and I've got this, of course they're out of feed, I'll fill it up tomorrow. But I have this now, so I'm putting a lot more feed in there.
So our garden's growing pretty good. We've came out here and checked it several times each week since we've planted, and our kale and our spinach and lettuces are doing really good. So right here we have the dinosaur kale, I think that's what it's called. It gets curly. It's the curly looking kale. Then down here, you can see them better here. This one's a little bit bigger. And then down this way we have the red Russian kale. That's probably one of the biggest ones we have. We still have some sprouting, like there's this little one here. And then there was a really little one I seen earlier just coming up. And down here we have our spinach. There's some that have been growing. I guess they sprouted earlier, so they're bigger. But then we have some just little ones coming up. You can barely see that one. Right here. And right here. So we don't think we planted them too close. I think they can be planted pretty close, but there's one here popping up beside this one. It's super little. I don't know if you can see it, but so this is our spinach, and then this is our lettuce. So this is our mixed lettuces, and we still have some coming up here too. So there's some that are pretty big now, but then there's whole rows of it through here that you can still see, are still sprouting. And it's frosted a few times this week, but it's not hurt these. It's not hurt any of our greens. And then over here, we've planted our sweet onions, and we've planted our bunching onions, and you can see our bunching onions have came up pretty nice. And we're gonna have to figure out what exactly we did, but I'm pretty sure we planted the sweet onions on the sides and then the bunching onions in the middle. So all of our bunching onions are here in the middle, I'm pretty sure. And then our big onions, I don't really see any of them coming up yet, but I'm not really sure what to look for. So I don't know if it's more like this coming up, or, and you can see where the frost got it some, or if it looks a lot like this, like our bunching onions. And then these are all of our potatoes, and you can see that the frost got some of them, but I think they're gonna be okay. I think they'll pull through. So on top of with our potatoes, we planted broccoli, and then we planted cauliflower. And I'm still not sure what to look for in the broccoli and cauliflower. I'm pretty sure that this is the broccoli coming up. And then on up here, we have this, which looks a lot like that one down there. So I don't know if this is broccoli or if it's cauliflower. I don't know if they look the same. And then we have those. And we're not sure if that's a weed or if that's cauliflower. We need to do some more research. But anyway.
Yeah, we're no experts on the gardening stuff, but we're trying to learn and figure it out.
Yeah. We'll let it grow for a little bit, and then if we decide it's a weed, we just pull it.
Right. And we ain't really had a whole lot of time to work on it since we've planted everything. We've been, even with the social distancing stuff, we've still been working. She's actually doing school through, I guess, online or whatever you want to call it. And then she's working at our family business with me also during the day. So she's kind of doing two things at once while I'm working also. So
then we come home and we have to make dinner, eat, and then he leaves.
Then I go to my evening job at UPS.
Then I try to play with Moose because he's been cooped up. So.
Yep. So hopefully this week we can get at least two more beds made. And then she's got some starts that we're going to plant in those. Then soon after that, we're going to have to get our corn and watermelons and stuff like that planted.
We'll have to make more starts once those are out.
Yeah. So here in the next couple weeks, should be adding 2 to 4 more beds probably.
Yeah.
We'll be needing to do.
At least 2.
Yeah, we're kind of getting behind, honestly. This is our pride and joy. Fresh truckload of aged horse manure that my grandpa gave us. This is 6 tractor buckets full. And we're going to mix this with our compost and make garden beds out of it. So thanks to my papa for that.
Yeah, get you a big handful. Ew! Gross.
Smells great.
Ew! You are sleeping outside.
Your turn.
I will. That's a hard pass.
And we got this truck fixed. Got the brake lines fixed on it.
It's for sale. Call.
Yeah, it's gonna be for sale soon. I've got to get it all cleaned up and how I would want to sell it. How I feel comfortable selling it.
Perfected.
Yeah.
This is our makeshift herb garden for now. We want to eventually, I guess, make it here, right?
Yeah, all
of this.
All of by the house to there, and then all the way down by this sidewalk.
Make it nice and pretty.
Yeah.
But we've got a lot going on, I guess. Until then, this will do. This is mint. This is our peppermint. And then, I might get the names wrong because I don't remember the order, but if I smell them, I know. Lavender, thyme, and rosemary. There's our lavender plant, and there's another one. These are going on 2 years. This is our second summer having them. Second spring having them. They get pretty big.
Tell what your son's been doing to your plants.
My son, my furry son, has been digging up my plants. So, I've probably replanted these at least 4 times. He likes to, he'll dig the whole thing up. He'll dig the whole thing up. But because of that, sometimes I can replant them. But anyway, these 5 in the front are Fire Witch. They're pretty, and I know that they'll get bigger. So I liked the way they looked. And behind them, I forget what these are called, but I thought they were pretty. They're going to be pretty big too. So, and on back here, I would eventually like to have this as just like a succulent area. So chicken hen are here. Is it chicken hen or hen and chick?
I think it's
hen and chick.
I think it's hen and chick.
So this is my succulent here, and then I planted some blue spruce back here, which you can see that this is something that Moose dug up. So we planted strawberries, blueberries, and blackberries. Strawberries are doing great. Blueberries got mowed over, but there's still one left, and I think it'll be fine next year. And then the blackberries, someone dug the whole thing up. Someone dug the whole blackberry plant up, and I couldn't find it. I don't know where it is, but then the other one's doing fine. So, this part of the yard gets really weedy, like really thick weeds and tall weeds. So I laid down some, Brandon weeded it around it for me, and I laid down some paper. I think there's 4 layers of paper down there, and then I cut holes in them, and I laid it around the strawberries, and then I put wood chips on top. It was already planted, so I didn't put any compost down or anything, but they're doing fine. And I found these rocks in our creek, or around our creek, so maybe, hopefully, my plan is to do the blueberries and the blackberries the same way, to give them their own little area, kind of help with weeds and stuff, I would hope. I went to Hobby Lobby the other day, and they had these little, what do you want to call them? Jars? What are they called? Bowls on sale. They were like probably marked down 75%. They were pretty cheap. But I thought they were cute. They just sat in this little cement bowl, and it looked like something perfect for succulents. So I got some rocks and a little bit of dirt, and I put hen and chicks. Is it hen and chicks? I can't remember. Put a succulent in there. And I got 2 of them, so thought they were cute. And I got creative and put the rest of them in here. This is actually just something I found at Dollar Tree. The bowl I found at Dollar Tree, and the rocks I found at Dollar Tree. These we have I guess it's a local produce, or what would it be called?
It's a greenhouse, but they don't grow the stuff. They just ship it in.
That's true. It's actually on our way to work. So on our way home, we'll stop by and look around and stuff, and they have the succulents. They have several different kinds there, so I always like to stop and look, and I normally buy something. Here are our starts. We planted, over here I just planted some broccoli, cauliflower, and the greens that we planted in case maybe some didn't make it. We'd have backups to fill in that spot. And then here are our sweet peas, sweet snap peas I guess they are. Here are our tomatoes. And our tomatoes go from here, and then starting here are peppers. And down here are our peppers. And here is cantaloupe. So we've got those going to plant those hopefully in our next garden beds. The next 2 garden beds that we make. So that's all, folks.